Welcome to my channel, Official History of Coins, and a big hello to everyone just joining our community. Have you ever wondered which pocket change pieces from the last 50 years are actually hiding fortunes in plain sight? Today, we are diving deep into cabinet to pull out two absolute giants of modern American numismatics. Let's get started. The 1972 D. Eisenhower Dollar stands as a compelling paradox. A coin struck in enormous numbers that nonetheless commands serious respect and, in its finest states, a significant premium. Its allure lies not in immediate scarcity, but in the formidable challenge of locating one that has survived the past 5 decades in a state of pristine, untouched preservation. This Denvermint issue represents a pivotal moment in the series, embodying the technical growing pains of striking a large format copper-nickel coin and the subsequent lack of care these early circulating commemoratives received. For the collector who appreciates the nuanced pursuit of condition rarity over absolute rarity, the 1972 D offers a deeply rewarding and increasingly sophisticated area of focus within the Eisenhower Dollar series. The historical backdrop of the 1972 D. Eisenhower Dollar is rooted in dual homage, honoring the late President and World War II General Dwight D. Eisenhower, who passed away in 1969, and commemorating the 1969 Apollo 11 moon landing. Authorized by President Richard Nixon in 1970, the new dollar coins were first minted in 1971. The 1972 issues represent the second year of production, a period where the mint was still actively refining the coin's design, leading to the famous 3 reverse varieties for the Philadelphia issue. The Denver Mint, however, continued with a single, consistent reverse design throughout the year, striking a substantial mintage of over 92.5 million coins. These coins were intended for general circulation and commercial use, flooding the channels of commerce, particularly in the western states and casinos where the large dollars saw their heaviest use. The design of a 1972 D. Eisenhower Dollar is a masterpiece of modern medallic art by Frank Gasparo, the Mint's chief engraver. The obverse features a bold, left-facing portrait of Eisenhower, with the motto, "In God We Trust," inked in the field before his neck, and liberty arching above. The reverse is equally iconic, depicting an American eagle descending to land on the lunar surface, clutching an olive branch, with the Earth visible in the distance, a powerful symbol of the Apollo 11 mission's peaceful intent. This design, inspired by the mission's patch, is set against a field of 13 stars. Struck on a 38.5 millimeters planchet, the coin weighs 22.7 grams and is composed of a pure copper core clad with 75% copper and 25% nickel outer layer, giving it its silvery appearance and durable, albeit sometimes challenging, striking qualities. Rarity for the 1972 D. Eisenhower Dollar is entirely a function of condition. With over 92 million minted, it is ubiquitous in circulated and lower uncirculated grades. However, the journey from die to pocket to bank bag was brutal. These large, heavy coins were prone to bag marks, abrasions, and hairlines from contact with other coins. Furthermore, they were not included in the annual mint sets, meaning millions of coins that would have been preserved in ideal condition for collectors simply do not exist. Consequently, finding a 1972 D in MS66 condition is a notable challenge, and in MS67 or higher, it becomes a true condition rarity. Expert commentary confirms that in these lofty grades, the 1972 D is one of the scarcest Denver Mint issues from the entire Type 1, 1971 to 1976, series, second only to the 1978 D. This condition scarcity directly translates into a market value that can easily ascend into the 4-figure range, placing it firmly within the specified parameters. A collector's journey typically begins in the hundreds of dollars for a sharply detailed MS65 example, but the pursuit of premium gems drives value significantly higher. An exceptional 1972 D dollar graded MS66 by PCGS or NGC can command prices from $1,000 to over $2,500, with CAC-approved examples, which denote superior eye appeal within the grade, reaching the upper end of the spectrum. The true pinnacle of collecting this issue is the MS67 grade, where a coin exhibits virtually no distracting marks and blazing original luster. Auction records for MS-67 specimens have consistently realized between $1,500 and $2,500 in recent years, with a particularly spectacular MS-67 Plus CAC example selling for over $13,000 in early 2025. Though the focus for most serious collectors lies with the high-end MS-66 and entry-level MS-67 coins that comfortably occupy the $1,000 to $6,000 value proposition. For the astute collector, building a high-quality set begins with education and a commitment to third-party certification. Given the subjective nature of gem quality and the prevalence of contact marks, purchasing a coin raw uncertified is a high-risk endeavor. The primary strategy should be to acquire examples already graded by PCGS, NGC, or ANAX. The certification label provides a guarantee of authenticity and, crucially, an objective assessment of the grade. When reviewing potential purchases, focus on coins with unimpaired luster, free from significant carbon spots or heavy toning, and with sharp striking details, particularly in Eisenhower's hair and the eagle's feathers. Consulting population reports on the grading services websites can also provide insight into a grade's relative scarcity. Reputable online auctions like Great Collections or Heritage, as well as major coin shows, are excellent sources for such certified material. In conclusion, the 1972 D. Eisenhower Dollar is far more than a common piece of pocket change from the early 1970s. It is a historical artifact connecting two monumental 20th century events, a presidency and a lunar landing, and a testament to the intricacies of modern coin production. Its value is not found in its date or mint mark alone, but in the unforgiving pursuit of perfection. It challenges collectors to look beyond the surface and appreciate the delicate balance between massive mintage and the fragility of a flawless, pristine surface. For both the series specialist and the collector of modern rarities, the high-grade 1972 D represents a sound historical and aesthetic acquisition, a coin whose scarcity in the upper echelons of condition ensures its continued desirability and potential for long-term appreciation within the numismatic market. Next coin in the constellation of modern American numismatics, the 1978 D. Eisenhower Dollar shines with peculiar and compelling light, not as a common relic of the recent past, but as a significant challenge coin for the serious collector. While its massive mintage figure of over 33 million coins might suggest ready availability, this denvermint issue represents the grand finale of the large format dollar coin era, a distinction that elevates its importance. The pursuit of the 1978 D is no longer about simply owning an example. It has evolved into a high-stakes hunt for perfection. In today's market, a standard uncirculated piece might trade for a few dollars, but the coin's true allure and its value, which can command between $2,100 and well over $8,000, lies in the relentless pursuit of the gem quality specimens that have proven to be remarkably elusive. The historical context of the 1978 D is essential to understanding its significance, as it was minted during the twilight of the Eisenhower Dollar series. By 1978, the large-clad dollar was viewed as a failure in commerce, a bulky and inconvenient alternative to the paper note. Throughout that year, congressional hearings were already underway to replace it with a smaller, more practical coin, the denvermint, which had earned a reputation for producing higher quality strikes than its Philadelphia counterpart throughout the series, churned out its final likes largely for coin sets and the casino trade. On December 13, 1978, just weeks after the last 1978 D dollars were struck, production began on the ill-fated Susan B. Anthony Dollar, forever sealing the fate of the Eisenhower Dollar as the last of the big dollars. This transition imbues the 1978 D with a poignant sense of finality, making it a cornerstone piece for any series collector. Visually, the 1978 D carries the iconic design by chief engraver Frank Gasparo, which masterfully bridges the terrestrial and the celestial. The obverse features a powerful left-facing portrait of the President Dwight D. Eisenhower, his likeness serving as a tribute to the general's leadership. The reverse, however, is what truly captivates, depicting a bald eagle descending upon the lunar surface with an olive branch in its talons, a direct adaptation of the Apollo 11 mission patch. Above the eagle's head, the Earth rises over the moon, a stunning reminder of America's achievement in space. In high mint state grades, the coin's vast, uncluttered fields act as a perfect canvas for the original luster, and the finest known examples exhibit a full, cartwheel spin that is a sight to behold, free from the distracting marks that plague lower-grade coins. The rarity of the 1978 D in superlative condition is the primary engine driving its impressive market value. While bags and rolls of this date have survived, the vast majority exhibit the bag marks typical of mass-produced coinage, unsightly nicks and abrasions from being jostled together. Numismatic expert Dave McHenry noted that while the date exists in quantity, higher quality coins are quite elusive. This elusiveness is starkly quantified by the population reports from the top grading services. As of 2025, PCGS has certified only 17 examples at the MS67 level, with NGC reporting a slightly higher but still minuscule 31. This extreme condition rarity transforms a common coin into a coveted trophy, as the gap between a typical MS66 and a gem MS67 represents a chasm in both quality and value. This brings us to the current market value, where the scarcity at the top is directly reflected in the price. In MS66 condition, the 1978 D is a readily available gem, typically trading in the range of $100 to $300, a modest premium that reflects its accessibility. However, the jump to MS67 is where the value explodes exponentially. Recent auction results for MS67 examples have ranged from $2,100 in May 2024 to a staggering $8,750 in early 2022, with another sale in late 2024 realizing $3,840. These prices are not for the coin type, but for the specific top-tier examples that have survived with exceptional luster, strike, and, most importantly, pristine mark-free surfaces. The coin's value is a pure expression of supply and demand for perfection. For the collector aspiring to acquire a high-grade 1978 D, the path requires patience and a reliance on professional certification. Given the difficulty of assessing a coin's true grade amidst a sea of bag marks, purchasing a coin already encapsulated by PCGS NGC or CAC is non-negotiable. The sticker of approval from CAC, Certified Acceptance Corporation, on a high-grade holder further confirms the coin's quality and can command a premium. Collectors should focus on eye appeal, seeking coins with original, unblemished surfaces and a sharp strike, an area where Denver issues historically excel. Acquiring such a piece often involves participating in major numismatic auctions where the finest register-level sets are bought and sold. In conclusion, the 1978 D. Eisenhower Dollar stands as a monument to the end of an era in American coinage. Its historical role as the final Denver-minted large dollar, combined with its poignant design commemorating both a great president and mankind's greatest adventure, grants an enduring appeal. Yet, it is the extreme challenge of locating one in pristine MS67 condition that elevates it from a historical artifact to a blue-chip modern rarity. For the numismatist, owning such a piece is not merely an acquisition. It is a culmination of a focused search for perfection, a tangible connection to the closing chapter of the big dollar story, and a testament to the fact that even in modern times, true rarities await discovery.